Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
What up, what up? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to DogInTheYard. I want to welcome Mario Machete. Mario Machete did 27 years for something that he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to him. I can feel his pain because I was in a situation like that as well. You know what I mean? And with that being said, let's get right to it, man. Shout out to Mario Machete and the Rat Hunters. What up, what up? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete. Welcome back to DogInTheYard. And today we got Mario Machete in the building. What's up, Mario? How you been, my brother?
I'm blessed, my brother.
Yeah,
thank you for
glad to
having
have
me.
you. Yes, sir.
You know, thank you for having me.
It's all love, my brother, man.
Called me at a great time. It's a sad time, but to me, it's a great time. You know, yesterday my pops passed away after having been here 85 years.
Wow, 85 years.
My best friend, my road dog, my idol, my everything, the guy that did my whole bid with me, the guy that taught me pretty much how to become the man that I am today.
Man.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Wow,
85.
85
It would have
years
been
old.
86, August 24th.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have been 86. So, like, to me, it's an honor, you know, sitting here before you because I considered canceling it, but then I said, you know what? No, because this could be like a therapeutic thing.
Yeah, of course.
Knowing the individual that you are and the things that you have been doing. Not everyone is going to agree with your concept or your way of life.
Right.
You're always going to have someone that's going to want to bring you down. But I was always taught, right, that when you're doing good, people have to talk about you. When you're doing bad, they got nothing to say about you.
Facts.
So let them talk. When they stop talking is when we got to worry.
Okay. That's right.
There you go.
Appreciate that.
You got it.
So with that being said, right, I want to talk a little bit about your background. You know how many siblings you know how many siblings you was mom, pop, you know, growing up, your upbringing, how was it? And when you start getting in trouble and stuff like that, when you know, routed to the way, you know, of getting in trouble.
Well, I'm Boricua.
Boricua's in the building.
I'm not 100% Boricua because if a Boricua tells me he's 100%, I'll call him a lie to his face.
You're right. You better know your history.
The only 100% Boricua I met was Ocoqui. When you took him out of Puerto Rico, he died. We came out of Puerto Rico and we still alive.
True.
So we 99.9. We're not 100% Boricuas.
Okay.
So we have to clarify that for the Boricuas because they got to be concerned 100%.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a pride. It's a prideful thing. It's always good to, you know, represent who you are.
Yeah.
But we got to be realistic.
Facts.
We came out the island and we still alive.
Yeah.
Ocoqui, you take him anywhere else, you can't live.
You can't live.
Right. Okay. So my dad, as I said, you know, rest his soul, he passed away yesterday. My grandfather was from Ponce. My great grandfather, they're Ponceños. They're from Ponce, Puerto Rico, but my father was raised in Santurce. My mother's from Santurce. Born in New York, but raised in Santurce, Puerto Rico. I come from two different kind of unique family. On my dad's side, we're Perez. The Perezes are from Ponce. They had their little share of problems, obviously. And then I come from my mother's side, the Allendes. You know, they were like a little more rougher. So, although my name is Perez, my siblings always said, and my mom's rest her soul, tu salita los Allende. You know, because the Allendes was known as bad individuals, pretty much. You know, problematic people from the barrio. They went from Brooklyn to the barrio to the west side of Manhattan in a black neighborhood, Hispanic family. They got to rumbling, you know. But yeah, we're from the island. We're from Puerto Rico, the family. You know, I'm a Brooklyn boy. I'm from Bushwick section.
Okay.
I grew up with quite a few individuals you may have known or you heard of. Hound Dog, who passed away.
Rest in peace.
That's who raised me. That was my crimey.
Okay.
You
Me and
know,
Hound Dog was in prison together.
Yeah, you know, Hound. There's quite a few individuals that, you know, did the times that we did.
Yeah.
That I grew up with. But no, I'm a Brooklyn boy. I'm a Knickerbocker boy, currently now living in your neighborhood. I'm a Waddy now. I'm a Watson Avenue boy type stuff, you know.
You in the BX barrel?
I'm in the BX. I've been in the BX 6 years. I love the X. Let me I might get in trouble for this shit, but I gotta be real with you, man. Being a Brooklyn dude, and I've always been in the Bronx. My kids love the Bronx, right? But being a Brooklyn individual, you know, you see the difference between the Bronx and the Brooklyn dudes. And I get it when Bronx dudes, and not disrespecting Brooklyn dude, because I love I'm a Brooklyn dude.
Yeah, you from
But
Brooklyn.
I get it when they say we don't trust too many Brooklyn dudes. The love that the Bronx dudes give me, man, is unconditional, bro.
Yeah.
I respect all brothers in the Bronx, man. They open the door for me, man.
Give it up to the BX barrel.
I could walk, you know, with my jewelry. I don't even have to have a gun on me, man. And it's all love, man.
Yeah.
They won't betray you unless you betrayed them.
Facts.
I can't say that about
So you've been doing well in the Bronx.
I love the Bronx, man.
So how long you been home?
I've been home now 11 years, by the grace of God. 11 years.
How many sisters and brothers you have?
I have, it was 10 of us. One of my sisters passed away, rest her soul, and my brother, who was like my idol as well, he passed away. So it's, right now it's 8 of us.
Okay.
It's 8 of us. You know, like I said, I just lost my dad, so now I only have on my Allende family, I have 2 uncles left, and on my Perez family, my dad's side, I have aunt and uncle left. You know.
Okay, so your upbringing, who you had both parents in your life?
Yeah, thank God, man. I'm blessed for that. I was just telling my kids that because they don't have that. I was just telling my kids that, man, that, you know, one thing I can say about my dad, you know, he was always there for us. Dad was dad, man. He was a man. Even when we didn't have food, he found his way to get us food.
He make it happen.
Absolutely. You know, and that's how I learned to be a man.
He's a great dad.
No, absolutely. You know, he didn't eat to make sure we ate. You know, but I always had both my parents. I'm fortunate. I'm blessed.
So what? So what got you to want to go outside and get into the? You know how that started.
Living in Brooklyn, we used to go to the barrio on 110th between Park and Madison because that's where my grandfather's from, Tab Projects. At the age of 7, when we was kids. When I have a cousin who's I don't really like talking about him because, you know, he live a different lifestyle now. He's a great man. Bobby Allende, he's a musician. You know, he's a conguero. He played with everybody. Tito Puente, he played with Ruben Blaze. Every singer you could probably mention, my cousin played there. And I commend him for the man he became and the person he is today. And we used to go to our grandparents' house, and our grandparents I used to always see Bobby and my cousin Tito. They always played the congas. But, you know, we coming from Brooklyn. We was the Brooklyn family. That's how they called it, the Brooklyn family.
Brooklyn family, yeah.
So in the neighborhood where I was raised at, it was more prietos. And as we know, prietos is morenos, black people. I come from like what they call the dark side now in Bushwick. We used to call it Bushwick Ave, now it's the dark side. And having been around individuals like Poison, Rice, Little J, Alley Cap, Hound Dog, Big George, Mello, these dudes was individuals who was in the streets.
Right.
Prior to that, I used to be a dancer. I was in a dancing crew. I was a Little Dave Rocker and a Junior Dynasty Rocker. But I was following my eldest brother, the one that passed away, Dottie. And
what do you mean dancer? Like
I used to rock, man. I used to dance, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to rock. That was my thing. I still got a little bit in me, you know.
Yeah.
I try to straighten out the
That
left
was
leg
your
here and
shit.
there. Yeah, that was my stuff. So, and you know, we learned the 6-step, that's what was known back then. I'm 59 years old. I'm going to be 60 in 7 months.
Wow.
So I was into the dancing because that's what intrigued the women. Women saw you dancing, you was getting women. Women saw you fighting, you was getting women. So I always wanted to be like, and I could admit this, I always wanted to be like Hound when I was a kid. I always wanted to be like Hound Dog. For whatever reason, in my sick mind, I always thought I was like Hound Dog. You know, and I followed the wrong individuals. And I'm not saying it to say it because, you know, the person that he has taught me to be as a man, but one thing he taught me that to live with principles and moral and dignity, you know, but he taught me the wrong way because that took me from Rikers Island to state prison. You know, you start graduating because once you commit a crime and you hit Rikers Island and you learn the system, you become a part of the system.
Right.
And that's when I started getting, at the age of 13, 14 is when I started getting into my problems. And that led me to, you know, committing certain crimes. And before you know it, I was settled for a
What
crime.
years
that I
was
didn't-
this? What year? What years
This was in 1980, 81. I was 16 when I got with the mother of my kids, and to impress her as a kid, I would do things so she would know that I was this so-called tough guy, but I wasn't tough. I was just an ignorant person.
So when is the first time you walked up on Rikers Island?
In 1981, at the age of 16, I got arrested. An individual disrespect my youngest sister. We was just talking about this yesterday, when we was taking care of my father's situation, and he grabbed my sister's butt cheeks, and she told me, and I made a poor decision, and that landed me into my first thing in prison. And because in the system, when you get to meet individuals, they become family. We become family by sweat and pain, not by blood.
Right.
But we become more family than our biological family because we're together all day, every day.
Yeah, you don't got to be blood related to be family.
Absolutely. And I got locked up, and I learned the system, and I said, this was my ignorant thinking. This is not hard. And that's when more crimes started piling up.
So how was your first time on the island?
You hear the stories, and I'm glad you asked that question because people have a misconception if you drop the soap, and that's bullshit. That's for people that never did time. You know that more than I do. If you're gonna indulge in inappropriate activity, it's because it was embedded in you.
Yeah, it was in you already.
Absolutely, nobody's gonna give you what you already had.
Right.
You the first time in prison is feared that you don't know what you're walking into.
Right.
But then when you get in the system and you run into, let's say, the Pistol Pete, because you already established, you give me what they call the rules and regulations that are mandated in the system so that I could abide by that. Outside of that, if I don't abide by that, then that's on me. And we come from an era that it was not who you knew, it was what you knew. Right. So we know Pistol Pete get down. We want to know what you do. Today, I know Pistol Pete, I can live anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the new thing now.
It's a new thing.
We come from an era where now you had to, excuse my profanity, you had to let your nuts
You
hang.
got to hold your weight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to hold your weight.
It was a little scary, but once I got used to it, I remember being in Rikers Island, Hound Dog had just got locked up, and I remember him sending word, and he put me through the test, man.
Yeah.
Of course, get somebody trying for a sneaker, see where he gonna go. It was a sneaker thing back then.
Yeah.
Once you fight, win, lose, or draw, you're gonna get that respect.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to fight, win, lose, or draw.
And then from that experience on Rikers Island, you went home and you graduated.
Pretty much. I went home and I took some of the Rikers Island concept to society, and I used some of the stuff I learned in Rikers Island into the system, from the system to the streets, and I graduated. And that cost me, whether I committed the crime or not, although I didn't, it cost me 27 years of my life.
Wow.
27 years of my life.
And 27 of your life. Did you do the crime?
Absolutely not, man. And at this point, I ain't on parole. I've been home 11 years. I could make admission to something that I didn't do, right? Because they can't put me in prison. You know what I mean? Now I'm actually innocent, man. I'm seriously actually innocent, man.
I believe you. Shit, you ain't got no reason to lie.
I've committed crimes, but that murder I had nothing to do with.
Yeah. Nah, so I get it. Shit. It wasn't like you was an angel, but
absolutely.
But you got caught up in that shit. Believe me, it happens like that, man. You know what I mean? You could do a bunch of shit, and then that one thing that you didn't do, boom.
That's it.
You're going to jail. You went home and you filled out Rikers Island and said, oh yeah, now you already knew what Rikers Island was about.
There you go.
And you go back out, you go back home and you looser. And the things you do, te pones más atrevido.
Absolutely.
Right? Which meaning, you get more brave and the crimes or anything that you're gonna commit. And you want to so
absolutely.
His situation, he did a bunch of things, and then the one thing that he didn't do, he went to jail.
I paid for everything I did.
And he did everything. He paid for everything that he ever did.
Absolutely.
And I can relate to that because I went to jail with something I didn't do either.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to do the same thing and just handle it and just go up top and
I wanted to ask you a question if I can. Am I allowed to ask you a question being that we?
Yeah.
So, because we have two same concept, but two different entity. So you're probably saying, where is he going with this, right? And I commend the title. The reason why I commend this title before I say what it is, because it only shows the man in you. K-A-R. Kill or rats, right? Is that the same thing as a T-R-H? If you know what a T-R-H is? The rat hunters?
Yeah. I know, I mean.
Because I'm a rat hunter.
Yeah.
Is it the same? It's the same concept, but are they the same people?
No. First and foremost, killer rats it was never no gang. It was never no crew.
Okay.
It was never none of that. It was just a bunch of, it's just like
against all rats.
It's just a person like you. You could be a rat hunter, but you bumped into me, and now I'm on some killer rat shit.
Gotcha.
But it's no gang.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? But you have grown to love me and say, peace, my brother. Fuck that. I rep killer rats too. I'm a killer rat nigga too. Gotcha. Because I abide by those same morals and principles that he does. So that's it. And them one thing led to another. Like one real nigga got it, another
absolutely.
Nigga got it.
And everybody got
the whole now was a bunch of people that got life and they got it. And they like, that's killer rats because it was something that was needed in the feds. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And them, what I did with that, being that it was something negative in jail, I came home.
Made it positive.
And made it converted to something
absolutely.
positive. You know, and with, signed brothers and made it to a label, got brothers deals and stuff like that. And
no, you're doing well. You're doing well.
Now I'm not no longer involved directly. I'm over. I am the owner, but I'm not involved in music wise and all that because I moved on from that. Now I'm on DogInTheYard. Now
there you go.
Giving back to the kids, going back to prisons. Getting brothers like you where you can share your stories here on my platform because you probably never had a voice, and you never had nowhere to show your emotion, to even say how you felt about you going to jail for something that you didn't do. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody probably even asked you, damn, how you really feel? You did all them fucking years and you never did the fucking crime. You know what I'm saying? That shit fuck with your mental. That shit fuck with your everything. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this platform
absolutely, and I appreciate that. And the reason why I bring this up, and again, I thank you. From the bottom of my heart, because my father passed. You caught me at a vulnerable time. Although we were supposed to do this that week, but you caught me at a vulnerable time, and you allowing me to to express myself in a positive way, as opposed to a gangster way, because we're men now. We're not kids.
That's right.
So. And the reason why I wanted to emphasize that, not only because I wanted to emphasize with you, but for the world, because I've made poor choices, Pete. I'm a man to tell you that, man. I've made poor choices. I've made poor decisions. And one time I felt, whether I don't know if you're familiar with this or aware of this, I felt like I hurt the people who are doing good. That's why I told you earlier when you said, when I told you that when you're doing good, people are going to talk. And when you're not doing good, it's when you stop talking, you got to worry.
Yes.
You're doing the right thing. And I'm not saying it because you're in front of me. I'm not saying it because you got me. I've been in other platforms, bro. I'm not saying it because I'm here. I'm saying it because I've been studying you, right? I've been watching you, right? And I remember one time they tried to assassinate this man's character, right? And my son-in-law, Jonathan, he told me, Dad, don't let nobody drag you into that because you don't have nothing to do with that. And I'm going to tell you who was the individual who they tried to assassinate. And I've always wanted to, because the conversation, was aired and it was brought to me, and I've always wanted to apologize. Although I never disrespect him,
right?
But just hearing the conversation, I felt that I owed that. And I saw him on the funeral when Cobita died, Pepito, Cuban Hunter, and I didn't get to, share my sincere apologies to him because he left early. And he's like your brother. That's Fat Joe. I owe him. If I can't, say it to his face, I could honestly say it before you. I owe him an apology as a man. Because when they try to assassinate his name, I allow my ears to hear that, right? And I allowed a person to express it to me, which I don't want to mention the man's name.
Yeah.
And I did tell the individual, and I say it before you, Pete, don't run with that, man. Be careful what you're saying. That's not right. you know. And I seen the way it turned out, and I don't think he deserved that. Not because I come to find out that his uncle is a rat hunter, Jabu. Not because of that, but because of the things he has done. He has opened the door for a lot of Latinos, man. And that is the truth, bro. You know, and I didn't get to, you know, although I never disrespect, I didn't get to even apologize to him. And I hope one day he hears this and he hear me apologizing to him as a man, because I feel he deserves that from me. I can't speak for nobody else.
Don't worry about it. I let him know.
You dig? I can't speak for nobody else.
Don't worry about it.
You coming from me.
I
know that. I follow you all the time, my brother. I follow you all the time. You understand?
Yeah.
And the reason why, because I remember when these documents came out, right? And you know, that's what made me want to go into the KAR and TRH, because your name was in the documents that he had did some stuff to you, which was a lie.
Yeah.
One, you was not a hunter. Whether you hung out around the hunters, because I already know your whole background, bro. Again, Bandera sent you a shout out. Dice sent you a shout out. Those are my brothers. And, you know, none of them has ever talked negative about you. When you hear a person talk about a person, man, sometimes you got to be careful what they talking, you know, and who's doing the talking.
Right.
Not who they talking about.
That's right.
You dig? So I want you to please extend.
Talk.
I want you to please extend my sincere
apologies.
Although I never offended him.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Please do that for me.
As a man, I know what you mean. I got you.
Got you.
Don't worry about it.
Appreciate that.
Now, with that being said, let's move forward. Right?
Let's go, beloved.
So,
thank you.
You went up top. So you came home. You came home, and what happened? You went for jail for something you didn't do. Was a body?
A body, a homicide.
And you went to trial?
I went to trial. I was offered 3 to 6 to tell on the people who were selling on me, but the man in me didn't allow me to do that. So I went to trial, and I wound up taking I wound up being given 25 years.
Okay.
And I did 27 out of that.
You did 27 years. You went to the board one time. They hit you with 2 years.
They hit me with 2 years. Then I went to the board, and you know, in the system, if you don't make admission before the parole board, they're going to continue hitting you at the parole board, because they're saying that you're not owning up to your crime.
Yes.
So I had to contact my 2 lawyers, Howard Wisewursters and George G. Confinas, and I told them that because the parole board compels me to do so under duress, I'm going to make admission to a crime I did not commit, but I'm going to still maintain my innocence with myself and my lawyers, and I'm only doing it because I want to be released from prison so that I have a better chance to fight my case in society.
Yeah,
but I had to give them an affidavit.
That's crazy.
Making this statement saying that I'm taking admission because parole board compels me to do so. Because you know that because you've been in the system.
Yeah.
If a person continuously go before the parole panel and says he didn't commit a crime,
they're going to keep hitting him.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that's the reality. And I don't see cases such as mine that when you do that they get overturned. You know, and I'm in the process of trying to overturn my wrongful conviction. I think
that'll be and
it's not about the money. It's about, you know, like I said, my father left yesterday, right?
Yeah.
My mother left in 2006, right? And they left knowing that their son was in prison for a crime he didn't commit and has not yet been able to, you know, clear his name.
So
my kids deserve that,
keep
man.
Going.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Keep going.
Absolutely.
Kidding me? And you're going to make them pay for all the fucking years. Fuck that. You deserve that shit. You ain't do the fucking crime. I don't give a fuck. You deserve to. I mean, we here with you. So make sure that when you get that and you come back to your this is your platform. You can always come up here and let us know and if anything you need to get out there, you let us know. But you did 25 years. Now here you go, 25 years for a crime you didn't do. What was going through your mind? And how old you was?
I was 21 years old. My birthday's February 13. I was born in 1965. On February 24th, 1986, I got arrested 11 days after my 21st birthday. I got arrested. To me, it was a dream. Like, this is not true. I'm going to wake up. This is not happening to me. I've committed crime, but this can't be happening.
Yeah, this is not it.
This is not it. No, of course not, man. Yeah. You know, I was taken away from my children. You know, my son, my oldest son was 16. My second oldest was my oldest son was 3 years old. My second oldest was 16, and my daughter was 2 months old. When I came home, they were all parents. I have 14 grandkids, man.
Yeah, they're all grown.
Yeah. So
Thank God they grown in blessings. They
yeah,
got grandkids.
and then they didn't have to go through what I went through. I'm always grateful for that.
Yeah.
And so being in the system, I told myself this is home. Unfortunately, man, I got 25 life to do.
Did that make you rebel? Did you get in trouble while you was in prison?
Yeah, I did. I did a total of 15 years in solitary confinement. Man.
Wow.
Most of the time, like a guy that you probably know or heard of, I'm sure you know him, like Luis Rosado, Blue Boy, and I. We always seen each other in the box. Jimmy Lee, Chicky, Eddie Ed, Knock 'em Dead. All these guys that you know.
No, Shorty Wop?
That's my brother. He's from out here, man.
From Lower East Side?
He's from out here, man. Michael Vargas, man.
Michael Vargas, man.
We twins.
What's up with him,
We
man?
twins, man. I could call him right now. We twins. We born the same day, same month. Saying, yeah, I got Wop's number, man.
He's home?
Of course, man. Shorty Wop home, man. He had at the age of 50-something, he made his first child, man. That's like my brother, Michael Vargas, man.
Yo,
Shorty Wop is my brother, man.
Yo, we gotta definitely talk to that brother.
Yeah,
man.
Shorty Wop. When we finish here, I got his number, man.
That's my that's my blood, bro.
That's my brother, then, man. Wop. I used to play for. Me and Wop had so much arguments. I used to play for his baseball.
We was in the box together, man.
Good man.
He was in the box together. Remember that guy? Remember the story I told you guys about the story? The guy that was there in the other cell that I never got to see how he looked. And he see me fighting the cops every day. Yo, what's wrong with this nigga, man? And he called me to the gate. Yo, what's up, young nigga? What's up with you? I'm like, what's up? He said, who you, man? My name is Shorty. I said, yeah, nigga, my name is Pistol Pete, nigga. I'm from the Bronx. What's up? And Shorty Bob was like, what's up, man? Calm down. You good, brother? I'm only trying to reach out, man, because I see you wilding,
good
man.
Man. Wop a good man.
You know what I'm saying? You taking it somewhere that you ain't supposed to and this, that. What's going on? What's bothering you so much? And he kept going, like every day he'll reach out, whatever. And Shorty Wop, my brother, man. That nigga taught me how to read and write, man.
Look at that.
From a different cell.
He's a good man. That's like we twins, man. We born the same day, same month,
he said, what you interested in? I said, man, I'm fucked up. I ain't got nothing to do with him. I'm in the cell, bored, and don't know how to fucking write. He's like, what? He said, what you interested? What you like? What kind of literature you like? I said, I like to know who I am. And he told me the Puerto Rican history.
That's right.
And I read the whole shit, and
you need to know.
Yo.
You need to know.
Yo, that shit is crazy, son.
You need to know who you are in order for you to know where you're going in life.
Absolutely. Man. So that's how we started. Because he said, you need to know who you are. And that's how we built. He was like, he got my attention. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. So I'm going to send you some literature. We're going to go through it. And we're going to build. And I was like, all right. And every day we used to, boom. And every day he'd be having me, yo, all right, so this, that. I'm giving you this word every day and this, that. And you're going to
it's funny that you say that story because you had to interview my boy, man. I seen him come up as a young man in prison. Mano.
Yeah.
Mano was the first dude.
Yeah, Mano.
That's fucking Mano. That's my man. I love that kid. Mano was the first dude to give me a book called The Spook Who Sat by the Door.
Wow.
It was him and God bless them, my boy Shusha. I was in solitary confinement for a homicide that happened in Clinton down in Mora.
Okay.
And they sent me to Elmira. They seg me indefinite state-wise.
Right.
And you know how you're on the gate. You know the gate.
Yeah.
You know having waffles
tuck.
on your face from being in the gate. And he gave me the book. He said, yo, read this book. But when I read it, I didn't really understand it.
Right.
Because I just read it.
Right.
And then I there was another individual I knew before me, an old timer by the name of Herman Bell, Black Panther Party. He had given me the book the second time, but he made me read the book.
You had to reread it.
And write
it.
And then explain to him what I got from the book. Because like you, when I went to the system, I didn't know how to read or write, brother.
Yeah.
I had a 3rd grade reading level. By the grace of God, man, I went to school, man.
Yeah, me too.
I went to
Thank
school
God.
and I got an education.
I got my shit in the box and everything, but fuck it, I got it.
No, I went to school and educated myself and learned about myself.
I got it in the box, but I got it.
And then I ran into my brother Pirata Talik he was on that history shit. Me, him, and Knock 'em Dead Ed.
Yeah.
We were always, and Chicky, we was all in Attica, and Pirata used to always be in the yard with his book. And I was like, that guy don't gonna leave. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
But he was feeding his mind.
Yeah.
And that's how I woke up from the system and I said,
knowledge
this
is
powerful,
man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. There's
Knowledge
nothing in prison,
powerful.
man.
Nothing.
This is beautiful right here, man.
Hell fucking yeah.
We be in the yard, like you said, dog in the yard, talking about nothing.
Shit. We could do that shit right after this fucking shit.
Dig what I'm saying?
We in the yard right now.
Absolutely.
Free. Fuck.
The free yard, but it's still
right.
dog in the yard.
That's right.
Because you my brother by sweat and pain.
Absolutely, my brother. That's right. That's right. That's right. Man, I'm happy you came through, man.
I'm happy you had me, man.
So you're 27 years. So now throughout this 27, because you tell me some of the craziest things that you experienced that you will never forget.
Yeah, I seen a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, you know, in the 27.
Something that will have a young brother out there think twice before they be like, you know what? You know, let me listen to this again. Let me see what that brother just said about what that happened, what he seen.
I mean, I've seen individuals not once, maybe not twice, in many occasions lose their lives, man. You know, I really don't, you know, we're not going to put names down because, you know, it's not right to do, but I don't see dudes for the most pettiest things, get a knife in their chest, man, and lose their lives, man. In fact, I was placed in solitary confinement because when I was at Clinton down in Mora, a friend of mine had got jumped. He's like a little brother to me. Like I've seen him grow up, and they came to the yard. I was with Poison, who's incarcerated again. I was with T45 and a few, you know, legends. You know, God bless 4-5's death. That's the president of Rat Hunters. And Perico's my brother, man. I went to see Perico. Perico's my brother, man.
Oh, yeah, it's my boy.
Perico's my brother, man. Hector Rivera's my brother,
man. That's my brother.
He's in the meeting now. He's on his way home now.
He's on his way home. Yeah.
So
thank God, man.
And
shit.
so my boy get jumped, and I'm happen to be, you know, I'm cooking in the yard, we're in the yard, and I'm with Easy and all the fellas, and they come to me and tell me that, you know, my boy got jumped. This is the kid I seen grow up as a kid. I used to put my little brother to beat this kid up when he was young. And when he told me that, I made like a call to him, you know, and I told him this is what's going to take place. And unfortunately, he always he's home now. He had 6 months to go home, and he wound up adding 23 years to his sentence. And an individual wound up losing his life, and I was placed in solitary confinement for that.
Wow.
This was in Clinton down in Mora. And it was another Boricua like us, but unfortunately, you know, it went the way it went. But I'd rather him had left this world than my man. Yeah. This is like my little brother, you know. So I don't see a person here today and gone tomorrow, because you think that you have to have a gun to kill someone in prison. That's not true. Any little object could take a person's life. And I seen that a lot in the system. You know, I seen the individuals get, you know, stabbed up, get killed. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm so blessed that I made it home from the system, man. Because at any given day, every time that cell used to open, I was always on war zone. Because my thing was, I'm not no tough guy, but I ain't no punk, man. I ain't letting nobody do nothing to me.
Yeah, it's not going down that easy.
Nah. So I took 15 years in solitary confinement. Because my man, the nigga that gave me the name Machete, Angelito Cubano, always tell me, Acere, mejor la caja que el hospital. Better the box than the hospital. So if I felt it, I went right to it. It's called survival, man.
He gave you a name?
That's how I got my name, Mario Machete, man. My name is Little Mario, man. That's my real name.
Little Mario, yeah.
That's my name, Little Mario. But I was given the name by the Cubans gave me the name Mario Machete, you know, in the system.
Crazy.
And because they were the one who actually showed me how to use a weapon. Because they came from the Mariel back in the 80s, the Marielitos, and these motherfuckers was like out of control.
Right.
And the Cubans was the one who actually taught me how to survive, how to feed a motherfucker, then put the knife in them.
There's some crazy Cubans.
I love
in
them
the
motherfuckers, man.
Me too.
They taught me.
Hey, that's one thing about it.
They taught me how to survive.
Because people be saying, "Yo, full of shit." I guess it's probably fraud or somewhere. I don't know where the Cubans is, but they good motherfuckers to me.
Them,
me too. Like I don't know where y'all get that from.
I'm Boricua. I love my people, man. I love my Boricuas, man. God honest truth, I love my Boricuas, man.
That's right.
I grew up around blacks, but I'm Puerto Rican, man. To the
Yeah,
day I die.
I was raised with blacks.
Yeah, to the day I die, I'm gonna always be a Boricua. But
So we got
my
black in
second
us,
flag,
too.
yeah, we black. We
black
original
too.
people. We original people.
That's what I'm saying.
My second
That's right.
flag, man, is a Cuban flag because the Cubans taught me everything I know about system, how to make a night, how to anything, any negative stuff you want to learn in prison, you got to go to a Cuban dude.
Yeah.
Not saying that the Boricuas don't have it, but they were different.
Yeah, no,
different.
it's true though. It's true though.
They were different.
Because I had my share of that right there where a Cuban would be like, nigga, tengo este machete aquí, métele mano, ya tú sabes.
Pa' encima.
Yeah, that's it. Like, there's no other choice, nigga. Like,
Absolutely.
that's it.
And I tell you the truth, you know, and this is, I'll say it in a humble way.
Yeah, in a humble way, of
I'd
course.
rather stab than get stabbed. I don't want to stab, but I'd rather hit than get hit.
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling to get hit, man. I don't think it is, man. And I don't want to experience it.
Fuck that.
You
We're not going to experience that. We home.
Absolutely,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? You home after 27 years. You know what I'm saying? You done seen it all. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. You know a lot of good motherfuckers, a lot of good brothers. You know what I'm saying? They mutual. We all brothers. We all know each other. You know what I'm saying? And
Come from the same crowd,
How long
man.
you been home?
11 years, man.
Thank God.
11 years, man.
11 years. And what you been doing, man?
When I came home, I like, see, I have an education, right? But 27 years, like, I was 48 years old. What can I do? Because I went as a young man. I went as a child, an ignorant person who had no education. What can I do when I come home? So it was the first 8 days, because I was paroled to my daughter. I didn't go to no shelter, thank God, none of that. I went, my daughter and my son, and that's why I loved them so much, both of them, because they the one that took me in, you know? And I remember my daughter telling my son-in-law, who's like my son, says, my dad been home 8 days and he hasn't been out the house. I was afraid to come out the house because I was afraid that if I come out the house and I walk the street that I may get locked up again innocent. It's like a mental thing.
Yeah.
And
Big challenge, man.
absolutely,
Coming
'cause-
home, it's just after you scared, of course.
yes,
Fuck, yeah.
And you know, I got with some individuals. I started working as a maintenance worker and as a plumber for a small company, right? And I lost my job because an individual disrespected me, a Mexican individual disrespected me, and I made a poor decision and lost my job. But I think you would have done it too if somebody spit you. You know, he spit me in my face, and everything that I saw in the place was a part of him. And then a friend of mine who passed away, you probably heard of him, Chulo. He did a lot of times. He passed away, God bless his dead. He introduced me to his cousin, Carlos Colon, and through Carlos Colon, I met Tony Velasquez, Tony Tatang. They from, you know, Park Slope area. And they're younger than me, and I'm a man to admit they pretty much took me under their wing. And when I mean by they took me under their wing, they got me into the construction field, and they showed me, listen, we're gonna show you how to not commit a crime, how to not get involved with negativity, and how to make money and live a peaceful life without having to look over your shoulder. And I thank God first, but I thank them two brothers second, because they the one who taught me the construction, the business, not the scandalous business, the right way to do business, the right way to rub shoulders with millionaires so that I could live a nice and peaceful life. They helped me with my transition. So the company that I work for, I thank them so much because they accepted me in spite of the fact that they heard these horrible things about me. They gave me an opportunity. So I feel like
They believed in you.
And yes, and I owe them my life because they treated me well.
Because you from that cloth. They don't make them like that no more. Don't make them like that where you could just appreciate the smallest things in the planet.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I know right now you give your life for your fucking boss because they've been
Kidding
there
me?
for you.
I love them,
get
man.
it. I know how that shit is, bro.
They've been good to
Saying?
me, man.
And they good to you. You took their orders and you came a long way.
And I still take their orders. I'm a worker.
What's wrong with that?
Look,
ain't nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
a worker, man. I'm a worker.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You hear me? That's for the young brothers. Ain't nothing wrong with having a boss, a job, and doing the right thing and getting money, and you ain't got to look over your shoulders, and you ain't got to do 27 years to do that.
Absolutely.
And then come home to do it. You could go and watch this next episode and see what he went through and see all the shit that he went through. And now it took what? 27 years in order to now he got it together, 11 years home. Never looked back.
Absolutely.
And
I don't have another one in me, man. I don't have a day in me, man.
Nah, man, fuck that.
I love it out here.
Yeah, me too. I love it out here. This is where we want to see you at. Your grandkids want to see you at. You know what I'm saying? Your families, they're there. You know, you lost your father now. Your father will definitely want you to ever go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? So, it's about, right now, it's about your knowledge and sharing your knowledge with others.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You being on the platform and you sharing your experience and all that, it's just if we could just grab one person that we could, somebody that could just watch this and be like, look what all the shit that he went through. He didn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? And learn from that right there, then we blessed.
Absolutely. And it's just like yourself. So you found what worked for you when you came home, man. You found what worked for you, and what worked for you is working well, because since I've been home, you hear the dog in the yard, the dog in the yard, the dog in the yard, dog in the yard. And a person would look at the word dog in the yard and immediately think, damn, I don't want to be in a place and platform like that. They dudes talking about negativity stuff, but they don't. I could see by dog in the yard, because I watch a lot of your episodes. Mm-hmm. Dog in the yard is to allow a person to express himself without having to be a tough person, man. You ain't got to be tough, man. You can be humble, man.
Yes.
Be yourself, man.
You could be right here, have a nice conversation, let brothers know it, share your knowledge, because that's what I want. I want your knowledge of your experience, because we all have knowledge of our experience and our own experience in prison, but in our own individual ways. You feel me? So what I went through was different than what you went through.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And yours was longer than mine, because you did 27 years.
And you probably did one day, but guess what? You wouldn't so son? That one day it amounts for them 27 years, because it affects the people different. You know what I mean? So it's not how much time you did.
Mental, you've been through, to keep your mental, you go to jail, you're not educated. Okay, we go from a poor background, and then we're not educated. And then you go to jail for something you didn't do, and keep your mental, and try to continue to maintain your mental, and come home and be able to function and be able to get a job and go back and go back into and be in productive society and all that. It takes a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And
I thank my kids for that, man. The reason why I thank my kids, because when I was away, man, and I might not be the greatest dad in the world, I have a good rapport with them, but the reason why I say I thank them, because I always told myself, and I meant it, I'm not going to let my kids see me fall, man. They're not going to suffer like that, man. They're already suffering, already knowing that their father's away for something he can do. I'm not going to let my kids suffer. So I took it upon myself to do my bit, not only for me, for my children.
That's right.
Not for my parents, man. To be honest with you, not for my parents, they were older. Mm-hmm. But for my children, because I know they were suffering, man, and I didn't want to suffer no more. So I said, you know what? One thing about my kids, they're not going to never say, they're not never going to hear that their father did dirt shit behind closed doors. Now, I did my bit like a man, Pistol.
That's right.
Forget about fighting and all that. I'm talking about, I did my bit like a man. I never told a nigga. I never fucked another nigga. I never got my dick sucked under the clothes. I never did none. I never, deal with a rapist. Nah, I dealt with men. Yeah. Not violent people. I dealt with men.
Men. That's right.
Violence is one thing. That's a warrior.
Yeah.
Men who carry themselves in a straight path. The only thing they could say about Mario Machete, that I was a problematic person. If a motherfucker said I stabbed him from behind, you can say, yeah, he did that. I was surviving, man.
You were surviving.
I was not tough. I was surviving, man.
That's right.
I was being a man.
That's right. You was doing whatever you need to do to survive.
I was home.
Mental health is important in prison.
Absolutely, man. I just told you this is therapeutic what we're going through today, man.
Yeah.
And I commend you for that. You know why? Because many young men are going to probably hear this, or even older people, right? They don't know what you've been through in life or what I've been through in life, man. Mm-hmm. We were dog in the yard, bro.
That's a fact.
Fuck what you heard, bro.
We was definitely in the yard.
We was dog in the yard, bro.
Definitely that. Yep.
We got to be real, man. We were dog in the yard. We not that we better than nobody, but we were dog in the yard, man.
Yeah, we was there. We was in the yard, for real. And I get it. That's right.
Dog in the yard, but
let me tell you something, man. It's an honor, man, to have you, man.
no, it's an honor.
I love that you came, and we
I
finally
thank you.
get to meet, you know what I'm saying? And, we know true people and family and stuff like that. Just always know that this platform is here for you. You ever have something you want to promote, anything, whatever, you can always come
Appreciate
through,
you.
swing by, or you can hit me a couple of years from now, anytime you want to get back on the platform. Come on, Pete. I got some other shit going on that's going to show the young brother out there, that's going to show him that you elevating and you continue to elevate and you still doing your thing. That's what it's about, man.
Pete, and they always say, give a man his flowers when he's here, not when he's gone, right? Mm-hmm. And like I told you, I've been I got you on Instagram. I see you on Instagram. I see all your stuff. I see you in Buffalo. I see you with Ballistic Man. I came out in one of his videos, man.
Oh yeah,
him and Nems. Yeah, I see you everywhere. I see you, DJ Kylie. I see you with Fat Joe. I see you with everybody, right? You're doing what's right for you, man. You're doing what's right for you, and you got to remember, and you got to keep in mind that a lot of people ain't gonna like you.
Yeah,
but it's okay, man.
It's all right.
It's okay. You know why? This is yours. You built this, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You built this. You built it. You put yourself.
This is ours.
Okay, but
this is for all my real guys out there. That's really willing and able, and they doing the right thing.
But you get what I mean by you built this, man. Nobody gave this to you, man.
No, I don't get it.
You work for this, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And you allowing people to walk in through that door, man, and express themselves. You don't have to do that. You could do many other things, man. Mm-hmm. You be around you around one of the richest dudes in the rap game, man. Mm-hmm. You around Fat Joe. You around good men. You around good men that are doing the right thing. They don't care what the bickering bullshit that motherfuckers are saying out there. They trying to get that chicken, and that's what you're trying to do. But what you're also trying to do is you're giving other individual a chance to express himself, to let himself be heard. And you're also sending a message to the youth.
Absolutely.
That prison is not where it's at, man.
Absolutely.
This is where it's at.
This is where it's at, right here.
This real men shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
This real men shit. Prison ain't no real men shit is what I do every day. I wake up at 4 a.m. to go to work to Brownsville, Brooklyn.
That's right.
I'm living in the Bronx.
That's right.
At 4 a.m, I'm up, getting my little stuff together, cooking my little meal, getting myself right to go to work. Mm-hmm. And then I got to do it again tomorrow.
That's right.
That's what it's about, man.
I'd rather that routine than the jail routine.
That's what I'm about to tell you. Not having to come outside and think about who got it, where I'm going to get it from.
Yep.
No, I love my Fridays.
That's right.
My Friday, my sweat, my money, man.
That's right. You enjoy them bitches every day.
Absolutely, man.
That's right. Every day enjoy life. That's how we do.
Absolutely, man.
It's every day you enjoy life, appreciate life, man. You know what I'm saying? I know we lost a lot of years in prison, all that shit is all good. We can't get those back. But make these right here, the ones we got left, make them count.
Absolutely. You know make these one count.
With that being said, man, I want to appreciate, man, once again, for you coming through.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Dog in the yard, you already know your boy Pistol. Mario Machete.
Thank you, my brother. Bless you.
Let's go. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard with your boy Pistol Pete. First and foremost, I want to thank Mario Machete for coming through. That's a genuine brother, man. You already know he's my brother. He knows a lot of my brothers. We was all up top. You already know how this go, man. Everybody knows somebody, and this how we go. You ain't got to be blood to be related. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, Mario Machete, he takes a lot of time to go see a lot of prisoners in jail. He's doing a lot of great things out here, and I want to, give him his props. Keep doing your thing, Mario. And I'm with you, my brother. You already know, Dog in the Yard, Pistol Pete.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
On today's segment of Know Your Rights, we're looking at the Freedom of Information Act, commonly known as FOIA, and its counterparts at the state level, open records laws. Specifically, we'll explore how third parties can obtain documentation on behalf of individuals, a process that plays a crucial role in journalism, legal work, and advocacy. FOIA was established in 1966 to ensure that anyone has the right to request federal agency records or information. Each state had to create its own set of laws granting the public access to local government records. These laws are often referred to as sunshine laws, and they vary from state to state, sometimes dramatically. For example, some states may allow broader access to documents than others. The process for requesting information can also differ. But what if you need information and you can't make the request yourself? Or what if you're an advocate who's looking to obtain documents on behalf of someone else? The use of a third-party authorization from parties concerned can make the process easier. It ensures that sensitive information or private information is handled appropriately while maintaining the public's right to know. It can be as simple as, quote, I, state your name, do hereby authorize the release of all information and documents pertaining to me, and then state the name of the person to receive them. It would be beneficial for me for the listed individual to have such information or documents. I understand that I may revoke this authorization at any time by furnishing written notice of the same to you. I do hereby give my authorization and consent, and then have the person sign and date the authorization. Requests that are made with this third-party authorization is treated with the same priority as if the individuals were requesting the information themselves. However, a request can still be made without it. Either way, make sure when submitting your request to be as specific as possible by providing as many details as you can, including the names of individuals in question, location addresses, dates, and anything else that will make the record easily identifiable. You should avoid being overly vague with your request and instead use specific types of information. For example, if you're requesting information from the police department, you may want to be explicit with your request like, I'm requesting information on blank, which includes but is not limited to the police report, the 911 call, the CAD report, supplemental narratives, body cam footage, dash cam footage, emails and text messages regarding the matter, crime scene photos, plus any other information available. Being specific in your request can ensure that you receive the relevant records promptly and reduces the likelihood of delays or denials due to ambiguity. That's it for today's discussion. Stay informed. Know your rights.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.